Cheap seats. Now, today we'll be revealing who is in fact the celebrity mole. Here's a hint. It's not Oogie or Bina. But first, we have two strength events that, by the very nature of their names, boast champions of hyperbolic stature. Exhibit A, the world's strongest man competition. I mean, can we really say with certainty that the winner of this event is the world's strongest man? Yeah. How do we know that there's not some 700-pound guy in the Himalayas that can bench press a Cessna plane? So it really should be called the world's strongest man who doesn't live in the Himalayas and bench press Cessnas. But that's kind of long. And even that title would pale in comparison to our second event, the Ms. Galaxy competition. Not only is this event claiming that their winner is the most fit woman in the world, they're taking on the whole Milky Way. And anyone who's ever read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy before knows that that's just too damn bold. It's just too damn bold, people. All right, enough of our yapping. Let's get to some huge action with the World's Strongest Man competition from 1995. I think I just found Nemo, dude. That's how Abe Lincoln stayed ripped. Booty! Yes, because reggae music is the music you associate with hard work. Uh-oh, shock. Crikey, it swam right into his ear. He's a goner.
Hello and welcome to New Providence Island.
Crooked Tooth, what is she, Jules' sister?
For the final to find the world's strongest man of 1995.
And hopefully my fourth husband.
Crown, among them the defending champion Magnus for Magnusson, who won in...
The only way his name would be any cooler is if it was Magnus for Magnusson the Magnificent.
The Briton Gary Taylor himself, a former champion, and the South African Harry...
Get over here and give your father a kiss.
Competition testing strength, fitness, endurance,
penmanship,
and the men's ability to deal with the intense heat and humidity of this environment.
A heat so hot, it forced me to put on this white blazer.
Who's who in the final? Here's Paul Dickinson.
It seems almost
He looks like the vice principal of a high school. Yeah, but he'd beat the snot out of Mr. Belding.
But one thing is for sure, he's in the form of his life. The defending champion, Magnus for Magnusson...
In Iceland, it's way too cold to think of baby names. So, Magnusson, your son will be Magnus.
...to win 2 in a row. It's over 10 years since an American won World's Strongest.
I miss Chris Farley.
Martin wants to win this final. He'll have to produce something special. Joe Onosai is by far the heaviest man in this final.
Okay, is his weight actually 400 pounds, or was that just as high as the scale went?
Wayne Price, recent training...
Apparently, an additional side effect of performance enhancers is the inability to look directly into the camera.
It was a revelation in a heat which produced...
Hey, it's Sting on Andro. Or Magnus for Magnusson with Beetlejuice head.
Devastating injury. Gary Taylor came through the heat.
You could run a credit card through the crease in this guy's forehead.
The first event is probably one of the toughest challenges of the final. Using a harness, the
Okay, this is the Bahamas. That's probably the only fire truck on the island. And somewhere on the island, there's a third-grade class on a field trip to an empty firehouse.
Attempted in a World's Strongest Man competition, and the men will have to use every...
It sounds like she's inside a seashell.
...to succeed.
The beginnings of a storm, perhaps.
The beginnings of an analogy, perhaps?
This massive fire truck over the course would fill most
guess
men
not.
with fear. And it's Denmark and Fleming. Rasmussen, the first
What's up, Peggy? Would you say that to his face? Yeah.
to pull one of the heaviest
No.
objects ever seen in World's Strongest Man competition.
Okay, guys, stop leaning on it. I gotta pull it.
Pulling lorries, cars...
Rope handler really exerting himself. Hey, cut him some slack.
Meant for a world final, and Rasmussen is well away. The secret is to stay low.
They should light the guy's car on fire and put that at the end of the track for incentive.
Keeping in good form. The truck is really cruising along now. It weighs 40,000 kilograms. The front of the truck must go over the yellow line.
Hey, shouldn't a gunshot mark the beginning of a race? I think they just shot the sheriff, but they did not shoot the deputy, which was to be expected. See, now Magnus has a clear advantage here because that's actually how they bring the fire trucks to fires in Iceland. Do they even have fires in Iceland? No, but sometimes firemen get called to get Bjork out of a tree.
Can they help?
Trip, please, dear God, trip.
Herritt hopes not because he's still in the lead. But this is a great show by...
Okay, Universal Studios should really rethink their new backdraft ride.
34.37 seconds. He's in second place.
And a permanent place in the Hernia Hall of Fame. Now, in order to excel at these strength competitions, you need one thing. A relationship with Balco? Okay, two things. A relationship with Balco and a great name. He's right, if you think about it. If your name is Magnus Magnuson, you're destined for hugeness. If your name's Gary Taylor, you're destined to hem pants. Arnold Schwarzenegger, domination. Arnie Schwartz, you're destined to have your pants hemmed by Gary Taylor. We'll be right back.
Concludes tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN Classic.
All right, welcome back to Cheap Seats. We're watching the 1995 Strongman competition from the Bahamas. Now, you Patriots out there might notice a lack of Yankees in the competition. World's Strongest Man is actually a sport in which the Americans don't do so well, despite our dominance in the field of steroids. In fact, an American hasn't won since 1982 when this man took the prize. And it was only because he killed everyone else with a pocket knife and some nylon fishing line. All right, so let's head back out to the action and check out the Flintstone barbell lift. Wilma! Okay, so we're underwater, there's clouds, there's a shark in the clouds. When did this become a Pink Floyd album cover?
Flintstone barbell.
Aren't there copyright laws against that? Hey, it's Strong Tony Soprano. Knock it off with the drums, AJ.
That last lift.
I can't wait to see them put the giant Brontosaurus ribs on the roof of Fred's car.
Straight under the bar is going to be the hardest part. Oh, no.
Ow, I think I fractured my clavicle. Meadow, get up here and help your father out. Note to self, don't do that. Damn separation with Carmela's got me all screwed up. Is he trying to scare the barbell? If by barbell you mean me, then yes, it's working.
Doesn't waste any time getting under the bar.
There is no way he's gonna lift that. Look at how unsteady he is. Whoa, dude, he did it.
Manages to lock out. He gets it.
And there's Magnus's wife. Around the house, she's known as Nagy Vernagerson.
Kilograms the target to go into the lead. He takes a very
Fred
wide...
Flintstone was connected to Balco, right? Bam Bam for sure. Talk about mood swings.
Oh, that's a fantastic push with the arms and the legs.
Ooh, bad white dude dancing.
Everyone's
Just
happy now.
stop it. Okay, remember when Steve Young tried to dance in the end zone a few years ago? Who could forget it? Okay, Magnus just made Steve Young look like Paula Abdul. And plus, you know that celebrating is gonna cost him 15 yards on the ensuing keg toss. Back to the action.
If he gets this, he can't
I
finish
love
the
this
lead.
guy. He's so low-key.
Of course, Gary
He's
goes
like a
high.
quiet warrior.
Goodness knows what it feels like with this weight bearing down on your neck and shoulders.
It's like being married to Roseanne Barr.
Just a little twitch of the legs.
Yes,
and
the
now
quiet warrior did it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, whoa, what's he doing? Okay. Whoa. This is the best American Idol audition I've ever seen. Wow.
Well done, Joe.
Did he really need to go through all that to make his point? Yeah, he had me at 5-5 Sukahia. So, Onosai did that whole dance and he didn't even win? That's like Icky Woods doing the Icky Shuffle and then losing the Super Bowl. Oh, wait, he did do that. That happened, yeah. All right, I still can't get over the absurdity of the whole post-lift dance. I know. As a rule, you should probably hold out until you know you've won before you break that thing out. Yeah, maybe that was the reason why he lost. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's send it over to Sean Salisbury for a little breakdown. Sean?
Breakdown. Thanks, guys. Well, people talk about bulletin board motivation in sports, but this obviously takes the cake. Nothing fires up the competition more than somebody with a little cockiness. And this guy just poured lighter fluid on a volcano with that dance. Now, you want to pump a fist in the air? Fine. You want to scream and yell like you're passing a golf ball-sized kidney stone? Go for it. But when you start adding choreography, that's where I got to step in and say, Let's take a closer look at where he could have ended this thing. He could have ended it here. He could have ended it here. But I would have ended it here. There are some things you just don't do in this world. You don't cut in front of Bob Knight at a salad bar. You don't go to Vegas with Scott Whelan. and you don't go on any elongated victory dance before the game's over. I got 2 words for you. Stanford Cal. Here's 4 more. Band on the field. Guys?
Breakdown. Thanks, Sean. I love it when he breaks it down for us.
Totally.
And I can't wait for the time when he breaks down one of his own breakdown segments. Me too. All right, more cheap seats after.
So call 1-800-871-4949 and order today.
Hey, welcome back to the show. I think it's time. Little do you care? Let's find out.
Just the facts. Do you care?
Do you care that Joe Onosai, a.k.a. the Dancing Machine, played football at the University of Hawaii and was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys, but sadly was seriously injured in a preseason drill, ending his career? Do you care that nowadays Joe is a minister? Do you care that he is also a radio host? Do you care that he's also a singer? Now that I actually do care about, because I happen to have a copy of his latest CD. Would you like to hear it? Would I? Sweet bombs. Now we're talking.
Well away. Rasmussen on the far side. They're the first 3 at the moment. But Taylor and Magnuson...
Okay, explain to me again why they're doing the farmer's walk with nuclear weapons. They have a booth at the North Korean farmer's market. Oh.
These two, the slow turn.
Should they really be dropping the bombs like that?
Magnus hanging on. Taylor in pursuit. Joe Onosai is struggling. Just a few more yards for the Icelander. It's a good time. Nowhere near
It's so
Marco,
not
but
fair. He got the
Badenhorst.
helium tanks.
Now, come on, Gary. Herod beaten for the second time by Magnus.
Magnuson finished so long ago, he's already showered in the hospitality tent signing his card.
All over the place. Oh, this is so dramatic.
Dramatic or pathetic?
Surely, just 2 more steps.
Ugh,
would
this
do it.
event is never gonna end. Yeah,
Come
just
on
fast
now,
forward to the
Gary,
finals.
this is for good. It seems impossible that
What's in the sack?
Magnuson can be
The
prevented
world's
from
weakest
becoming
man.
the first man to win 2 years in succession. Badenhorst would have to produce something special.
Yeah, like a
Magnuson,
gun.
though, gets that sack up first attempt. Herod Badenhorst.
Come on, Badenhorst, grab your sack and run like hell.
These 2 men, not the biggest men in the competition,
Either way, I'm definitely hiring these guys when I move.
demonstrated skill, strength, and determination.
All right, Kegs here. You guys are cool with straws, right?
Easy.
Look out in the front row, that barrel's full of gunpowder!
It will have to go back.
Careful,
up on the
there's
cliff.
treasure in there.
Herod has a chance
Arrgh.
to
And
catch
by
up
treasure,
just a
I mean
little
Captain Crunch. Arrgh.
Magnuson trying to get the anchor on. A little glance across there from Herod. I wonder what's going through his mind. Now Magnus...
That summer he worked the Donkey Kong ride at the Reykjavik Magic Mountain is really paying off for him right now.
Gary Taylor could have taken that route with the sack.
Easy, Badenhorst. There's a rodeo clown sleeping in there.
Now for the chain for Magnus Van Magnuson. The anchor for Badenhorst.
This guy is tough.
Just
That's
one
actually his
small
wallet
step here
chain.
for Magnuson to become champion again. Badenhorst looks as though he's destined to finish in second place, but Magnuson is the champion.
Hooray! That
There's
almost
no
makes
doubt
up for
about
my
it.
literacy
Champion
issues.
for the 3rd time in his
And
life.
with that, we close the book on the strong men and open it on the strong women with the 1996 Ms. Galaxy competition. But before we take you out there, we must inform you of the hypocrisy inherent within this event. They claim to be striking a blow for athletic women everywhere, pushing the boundaries of conventional thinking, and yet there's a swimsuit portion. Now let's make fun of it.
Now let's join our host, Tammy
Shaky pullback, shaky pullback. Well done, camera 2.
Miss Galaxy competition. I'm Tammy McClintock, and with me is Mia Finnegan, last year's winner. Mia, we're here in
Did
beautiful
Tammy
Venice Beach,
just come from
California,
church in
with
that
Fitness
dress?
is King and the hot
Wardrobe?
bodies
Little
going
help?
hand in hand. How does the competition look this year?
Tammy, the competition looks fierce. We have Shannon Matro, our obstacle course winner, coming back to try it again.
So Mia won last year's competition, but not the obstacle course. So that means she won the algebra
We
portion?
have Dana Fox, who has been our preliminary obstacle course winner.
Down on the field, we have Lori Donnelly, who's going to be interviewing...
McClintock, Finnegan, Donnelly. Is this the Miss Galaxy contest? Or a list of Boston Celtics season ticket holders?
I'm going to be bringing you the action live.
They couldn't afford another microphone?
Thanks, Lori. The girls are waiting on the line, getting ready to run their heat. This is where the adrenaline is flowing. The heart is racing.
The estrogen is dropping. Where's Paris Hilton when you need her? Whoa, false start there, Pinky. And I guess they're just not going to call it.
Military designs.
How does the ref miss that false start? I mean, what could have been so distracting that he blew that call? Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the wall.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Didn't they actually...
Boy, it sure does help to have a 12-second head start.
Absolutely, Tammy. They moved it to the beginning because about 25...
Who'd we get this tape from? Al Jazeera?
Get over the wall at the end of the obstacle course. Now
This is like a summer camp competition. No matter who wins, both bunks are going to get the pizza party.
And she's going up the cargo net. Now, this takes a lot of concentration. It's not so much...
Concentration? Chess is concentration. Open heart surgery is concentration. This is a bunch of women with a gym membership and some time on their hands.
Awfully high.
Now,
Okay, how many confirmed kills do you have to record in order to get that job?
absolutely. This is a new element to it. The
What?
beams and the
Humiliation?
You have to hop up over and this is where the lactic acid sets in. And these
They dropped
legs, you can
acid?
See how she's kind of gated?
What? She totally cheated. How did nobody stop this race? Yeah, in our world, winners never cheat and cheaters never win. But apparently it's the other way around in the galaxy.
Was there anything that you felt you got better on or worse on?
Yeah, I got better at starting before the horn goes off.
And I just put a little more chalk in my hands. You did? How about the cargo net?
Well, the 12-second head start really helped.
Roughing that, man. It's making me mad. I was missing a few steps, but...
Check out the guy flexing in the background.
Way down.
Hey, Randy. Yeah, Christine. Do you know the mustache man, the mustache man, the mustache man? Do you know the mustache man is creeping everybody out? Check his bag. I feel like I've seen him before at other sporting events. You have, Rand. He's been creeping people out at sporting events for years. Take a look. Damn, that guy's everywhere. All right, we'll be back with more Cheap Seats. Welcome back to Cheap Seats and the Ms. Galaxy competition. I gotta say, Jay, these women put the gal back in Galaxy. I don't know, Rand. I'd say some of these gals put the lax back in Galaxy. I see some loafing. If anyone's been lax, it's the creators of this competition. There's only one event, an obstacle course. How about some variety, people? And there you go. I stand corrected.
Welcome back to the Miss Galaxy competition. This is the swimsuit round. And what
I'll just set my shutter speed to creepy, and away we go.
Proportions, a nice overall symmetrical shape, and as well as
Good idea for the producers to blur the video and never stay on a woman longer than half a second.
They look for hair, they look for makeup, they look for how you stand on stage, how you present yourself.
All the true markings of a great athlete.
Overall package.
Absolutely. They are looking for a total package. Physical, facial beauty.
All right, Snoop, just get in the shot and we got it.
They want to see how you walk, how you stand, how you present yourself.
And here we have Cara D'Alessandro. She's
Who's doing the music for this thing? Night Ranger? No, Day Ranger. A Night Ranger cover band.
Maryland. She was a competitive swimmer since...
Shouldn't she be holding a sign that says round 2?
Since the age of 13, and she says this is... her
Whoa,
very
focus,
first
people.
fitness event.
Seriously, the focus is all messed up.
And our next competitor is Chaparral Dallas. She's
Okay,
5'5".
stripper name, stage name, or real name? You make the call.
Years old. She's from Orlando, Florida. This is another girl who came to our fitness camp in
Fitness
Florida.
camp, where girls become women with eating disorders.
And has been an actress and a stunt woman at Universal Studios in Florida.
Translation, she's a waitress.
This is Wendy Neff. She's...
Whatever sophistication that the middle initial adds is being undone by spelling Wendy with an I.
She works as a fitness and marketing director at a health club.
What's up with the stage? Did they borrow that thing from a Public Enemy video?
She performs on television.
Well, one thing's for sure. Wendy with an I is doing her part to fight the power.
Wendy Neff. And next we have our fast competitor, Leisha Dillard.
Didn't Eddie Murphy offer her a ride home one night?
And she's 29 years old.
And her teeth are bigger than Baba
And
Booey's.
she was a track phenomenon.
Okay, time for the award ceremony.
And welcome back.
Honey, I'm just gonna get a shot of these coconuts. I mean melons. I mean palm trees.
The awards ceremony. And here we see Shauna McCarver coming out on stage as the bathing suit winner.
Did she win during the commercial? What, they couldn't spring for a trophy? No, she won an envelope-shaped trophy.
And here comes Leisha Dillard. Leisha was the winner.
And creepy guy with the creepy handoff. Perfect.
And again, Will Davis.
Why are people yelling? Yeah, did someone's breast implant explode?
And waiting for the 5th place finisher.
No mics. They do realize that this event is being televised, don't they?
McCarver in 5th place.
Shauna steps forward and accepts her 5th place.
Okay, this guy got in a fight with his wife about what he was going to wear to present the awards in, and he obviously won.
Right. We're waiting for the 4th place announcement.
Hey, don't knock the outfit. It's obviously working.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. She'll go far in this sport.
How much farther is there to go? There's a Hooters a couple blocks down the road.
Wonderful for her.
That's so fabulous.
And all the girls back at Deja Vu's will be celebrating tonight.
Earned it.
The same as me, 3rd time's the charm.
3rd time's
Nice.
the charm.
Mia can't let this poor girl celebrate her victory without reminding us that she won the thing, too.
$10,000.
Are non-blondes ineligible to win this thing? We'll bow on the count of 47, starting now. 1, 2, 4. Well, that's our show. And if you'd like to learn more about how this event set back the women's movement several decades, feel free to check out the mini course that we teach with Betty Friedan at the Learning Annex on Wednesday nights. It's called Miss Galaxy, Worlds Away from Progress. All right, time now to hand out our cheapies. Cheapie for the greatest display of strength, I'm gonna go with Lori Donnelly for somehow not tipping over. I'm gonna go with Gary Taylor. You know, it takes a lot of strength to give up on your dreams in front of everybody. And finally, as promised, the celebrity mole is this man. And that'll do it for another episode of Cheap Seats. Now, if you'll excuse us, as is customary, we've got some celebrating to do. Hey, welcome to Cheap Seats, the show